at some point. Oh, there we go.
The crew of Make Me a Sandwich hopes you enjoy our show and realize it is satire and not meant to be taken seriously. If you are easily offended by dirty jokes, stark generalizations, and deeply sexist humor, this is not the show for you. Feel free to go watch something more your speed, like The View. If not, enjoy.
The masculine
Tonight's broadcast of The Masculine Feminist has been commandeered by the secret society No Ma'am, National Organization of Men Against Amazonian Masterhood. Every day for the past 30 years, you high-heeled pit bulls have blamed us for everything. From not being able to get into Harvard to not being able to get into stretch pants.
We've been called pigs.
We've been called scum.
We've even been called plywood bottom. Or at least I have.
Well, we're sick and tired of this. Now, we have a list of demands, and if these demands are not met, we are going to take this masculine feminist and perform television's first sexorcism.
When you tell me that I don't understand you, I have a way to make it all okay. Devil made me do it, not in agreement. We both know it wasn't what I planned to. And if you want to save the day, just ask Ironoxide, he'll tell you the same. Make me a sandwich. Make me a sandwich. Make me a sandwich. All is forgiven if you make me a sandwich. When you say that I'm not emotionally available and my focus is a little too refined, Professor Savage Dad zones out mid-argument and he is on his blow-up couch and doing fine. Theo Snodgrass shrugs and pours a drink. There's only one thing on his mind. Make me a sandwich. Make me a sandwich. Make me a sandwich. All is forgiven if you make me a sandwich. So much of our relationship is complex. And Strider says he's done trying to text. You say that I'm not a man of much depth. It's not that I don't care about you, but there's one thing that you should do. Make me a sandwich. Make me a sandwich. Make me a sandwich. All is forgiven if you make me a sandwich. If you make me a sandwich. If you make me a sandwich. All is forgiven if you make me a sandwich.
Hello, and welcome to the next episode here on Make Me a Sandwich. Happy to have you all with us. We're going to go around the horn, tell everyone who he is in case they don't know, and then we'll get this party started. We'll start off down there at the bottom with Drunken and Moldero. How's your week been, man?
So far, so good. It's middle of the week. It's hump day. It's time for the ladies to make us a sandwich.
Absolutely. Don't you wish every day could be that simple?
Really do.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Next, oh yeah. Next up, we got Mr. Bug. How's it hanging, Bug?
Oh, it's been a interesting week. Sort of an all right day, I guess. I don't know. At first, I wanted to ram my head into a wall because I watched Marvel Zombies, and that was 2 hours of my life I kind of want back. And now I'm a little bit better because I have sandwiches being made for me as we speak, so that's always a plus.
Nice. What's what sandwich is she throwing? It looks like a tomato. Or is she throwing the tomatoes?
Yes,
I'll be honest. I don't know. I'm just my kitchen making me food. I don't give a fuck. They can bring in a live pig and skin that motherfucking thing. I eat it.
Nice. Next up we have Sammy 3Pete. How's it hanging this week, man?
dude, I've been married for 8 years.
That means he doesn't get sandwiches.
Oh no, we do. It's just like, I don't know if you've ever had something made with you without love.
It's not like you can taste the spite.
Yeah. You're like, oh,
What do you mean? Isn't that what the waitresses at your local restaurant do when they hate you? They spit in your food. It's like,
no, they
yeah,
care
I can taste
more.
the spite.
I haven't tipped yet.
Oh,
No,
I'll give them a tip.
if you can just like taste the waste of just someone just like absolutely just fucking despises you, and you're like, oh my god, I can taste the hate. This is a PB&J. What am I doing?
Well, what's that ingredient I take? Bitterness.
spite.
Bitter.
Yeah.
It's a mixture of bitterness, pissed offness, and a little PMS, all wrapped into one.
Yep, just a little bit. I know she hasn't killed me yet because I fucking keep the Icon channel on all the time, where she's just watching ID Discovery and all that shit, and she was like, nope, that's not gonna work. Like, I caught her case in the garage the other day.
I mean, she's not watching informative murder porn.
No, she is, but just like, as long as I'm gonna be scared when she stops watching it. Because now she's got a plan.
That's when you eat the meal and the sandwich and you go something new about this.
Yeah.
Sammy, it's only gonna go one of two ways because only two types of people watch those shows: old folks like my dad used to, or women that are planning to kill their husbands. So either she's going to poison your food, or you're gonna walk in on her watching like Deadliest Catch or some shit. Because that's what my dad did. He was like, "Yeah, I'm done with the murder shows. I'm gonna watch Deadliest Catch now."
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be scared when she like starts watching The Bachelor or something, right? Like, it was like, hey, what happened to the ways to like figure out how to kill me? Like,
yeah, when you
that means she figured it out, and
yeah,
like,
you'll be eating that sandwich. You'll be like, "There's a new flavor here. What is that?" It's either rat poison or very soon to be alimony payments. That's what you're tasting.
It won't be like that. She'll probably put something in the soda that you won't be able to taste. So if she ever offers you a soda, be like, no, I'm good. I'm on a diet now.
Dude, she's like in for like so much unnecessary bullshit. Like, when I wake up tomorrow, you're like, I made you coffee. I'll be like, what's in it? Like, oh no, it wasn't you. It was just we were talking about you last night. It wasn't a big deal though. But like, yeah, like what's it? Delicious.
Trust me, it's not in the coffee, it's in the creamer I added.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Sammy's all like, "Yeah, me too."
she'll look at me and she's like, yeah, I'm still gonna murder you. I'm like, okay, thanks, babe.
That'd be funny if Sammy tells her, he's all like, "Yeah, we were joking about you killing me, babe," and she goes, "Who you been talking to?"
She's like, what a coincidence.
It's like, who the fuck ran me out?
I was just fantasizing about you dying. You're like, that's why I put a ring on that finger. Cool.
She's all, fucking Gene, I knew I couldn't trust her.
Scenario 1.
Next up, we have our guest, Dre. How's it going, Dre the Brute? First time on this episode. This show.
Yes, I am. I'm glad to be here. And like Sammy, yes, I've been married for a decade. And so it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. And I relate to everything you said. I have tasted hate before.
So you're familiar with the spite sandwich.
I am very familiar with it. Very familiar with it. And now we've had our first child, and we're trying to navigate it, and that death sandwich is getting ever closer to me, without question, ever closer. But yeah, it was really good to be here. For those that don't know me, I'm Dre the Brute. I'm a comic book creator, YouTuber. Yeah, that's about it. Been on, for those that know, Adam the Renaissance Nerd. I've been on his round table for quite a few years now. But it's great. It's great. I'm glad to be here. Shout out to the chat and everybody. I see Legatus and all them up in there. The mods doing big things. Good to see everybody. It's good to be here. So I'm looking forward to this. It should be fun.
Just one big important question, Dre. What is your opinion? What is your opinion on feet?
Feet are for walking. That's all I got for it.
Attaboy.
Thank God. I have to ask, because Vagabond was in defeat, and now I actually asked every guest, every black guest.
It wasn't that Vagabond was in defeat. It was the queef conversation that, like.
Yeah, that was the one that threw me off.
No, that's fine. I was just going, this guy's built different.
I can't believe that next week half my guests are gonna be killed by their wife and poisoned sandwiches. I lose so many friends this way.
You'll be fine. I'm still here. Women hate me long before a marriage comes into play.
I'm just gonna have like a peanut butter sandwich tomorrow. It's gonna be like straight bleach, and I'm gonna look at my wife, and she's like, "Who's the queef enjoyer?" I was like, that doesn't mean that you didn't watch. That means that you weren't paying attention when you weren't watching. So fuck off.
No, what you should do is, like, after you take a bite, you should just look at her and go, "Man, bitch, you could have got me milk when I die, make it go down easier."
All right.
No, I'll just pull her down and just be like, "Make me a sandwich."
That's what your ghost is gonna be saying to her in her new home. It's like, "Make me a sandwich."
She's like, "Oh, we found your will."
And that opening song
"Make me a
was
sandwich."
catchy.
It's fuck, right?
Yeah, it's insane. I'm sitting there. Make me a sandwich. I'm like, hey, that song goes.
It is so catchy. It's like it's got that everywhere you look. It's got
that vibe.
Yeah,
the original was we put all of our faces on dads from shows from sitcom fathers, and that's when Iron was all like, "I like that, but we really need to put all of our faces on like misogynistic characters." I went, "That's actually a much better idea." So that's when we went to all the characters from all different shows that are considered, the misogynist or the womanizers.
No, make me Uncle Phil.
You'll be the only one that's still father. Uncle Willie Philly from what does he say? Give your nephew Willie from Philly a little huggy buggy.
Yeah.
That's
what's the line? How come you don't want me, man? And you're like, God, son of a bitch.
Let's say hi to the chat. First in, as always, Legatus Legionist. How's it going, man? We got JB. What's up?
Weasel.
We got D-Day Direwolf. How's it going, man? We got Weasel.
What's up, buddy?
What is up? And I believe that's everybody. Welcome. Let's start off before we have to do the sandwich video, obviously.
Yep, so
we
got
gotta
sandwich.
start that.
Go.
Oh my god.
Oh, hello.
Yes. Oh.
I no longer care about the sandwich. I care about the
The
sandwich.
what?
again.
Was that what her toaster makes? That sound?
Yes.
Yeah, no, dude, this is the lowest effort one, but like, God, she knew it too. But goddamn, look at
That was either her toaster or my penis just beeped. I don't know. Could be either.
Oh no,
There's no middle ground.
So like the toaster made that noise, and like I was caring about the sandwich because it looked like pretty low effort, and she walked by, and I think it's because I'm a '90s boy, but like something about like a titty window and bright orange.
And
Yeah.
her belly just.
Because it's Spice Girl vibes. That's why.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Spice up your
if
life.
you wanna
It's
be with
subconscious.
me, baby?
subconscious,
There's a
100%.
price to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She I
I'm a
would
hooker on a corner, baby. My pimp says that I'm fat and lazy.
Oh, her belly. I want to.
Yeah.
I just want to give her a tongue bath. No, I would say the sandwich. I would rate this sandwich at probably a 4. It was. You're right. It was very low effort tuna.
I was just thinking, like, did she take tuna out of a can and just dump the joint on there?
Yeah.
Let's make sure I
Yeah.
saw what I saw. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like she's hot, and that's praise Jesus. But that sandwich, I can't eat it. I can't eat it. I got IBS. That's not gonna go down well.
No, she spiked it with she did the lettuce tomato. She toasted the bread. I'm gonna give it a 5. No, I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm gonna give it a 6 because if she didn't care at all, she wouldn't have toasted the bread. Also,
Yeah.
she wouldn't be like walking around my house dressed like that.
Yeah.
I would agree. I think the sandwich is a 5 because it wasn't like it was just not toasted bread. You got lettuce, tomato. I would say the outfit is a 8.5.
Yeah. I'd say 9, but yeah.
No, we were talking about the sandwich though. Like
the sandwich is a 4. The
Yeah.
only reason it gets the 4 is because the bread is toasted. Outside of that wasn't toasted bread. That's a 2.5. Easy.
Yeah.
But
Easy
if
2.5.
you're walking around the house looking like that, like
And as always, I always preface it with that I don't care if this chick put a flip-flop between 2 pieces of bread. I would worship the ground she spits on. But yeah.
It's because of that right there.
Oh yeah. This goddamn
breathe.
No. Goose fraba. Calm myself.
Doug, your opinion?
I gotta say 3 on the sandwich itself because I don't do tuna. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you give me a tuna sandwich, I'm gonna look at you like you're a fucking nut job. Like, I'm not a cat. I don't eat that shit.
Yeah,
the lady,
I'll
even
give
if
her my white
even if-
albacore.
even if you're an attractive woman, I will have to go, look, babe, you're very attractive, and I like to do horrible things that would be against terms of service, but do not give me a fucking tuna sandwich ever.
Yeah.
Go back in the kitchen.
This is why they couldn't make the first James Bond book, Casino Royale, until very recently. It's language like that.
Yes.
What? It violates TOS?
Yeah, no, when you like, hey, cunt, you make a terrible tuna sandwich. Like, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the new James Bond should be. Like his barometer for any woman he's gonna fuck is like, can you make a sandwich?
It's just a guy throwing a plate against the wall. This is fucking terrible.
All right. Next up, it's time for one of the good ones. Let's bring up that video. Find one
Now,
of the
keep
good
in
ones.
mind, I viewed this very quickly, so she seems like she's a good one. We'll find out.
All right, we need to have the conversation because I'm getting pretty fed up being told that I'm voting against my gender, I'm voting against women's rights, and I'm voting for somebody who's going to strip away women's rights. So let me show you something real quick before I get to my point. Do you see this? This is me graduating OSUT, earning my blue cord. If you don't know what that means, I suggest you Google it. I would argue to state that not many things say equality and women's rights as much as that does. Now, as far as voting for somebody who doesn't want to protect women, let's address something. This was a vote for the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act. Not one Democrat voted to keep men out of women's sports. Where's our voice? Where's our protections to an equal competition? Now, this here was the vote to deport illegal immigrants out of our country after they had done SA against women and girls. 158 Democrats cared more about the feelings of illegal immigrants that had assaulted and attacked women and girls. Where is our voice? Where is our protection? Where is our right to feel safe in our own country, in our own streets, and in our own homes? Your enemy is not who you think that it is. Your enemy is the one that is counting on you to be so ignorant, to not look at the truth, to not look at the facts, to not look at the reality that is in front of you. And they are using you to continue to fight what you are against. You need to wake up.
Nice.
Heidi's just dropping truth bombs. It's like another thing too. It's gonna piss off a bunch of boomer liberals. Like, get a big old pot. There's gonna be some salty crackers. Like, I didn't like the way that he talked to me when I was in CBS. It was like, bitch, it doesn't matter. You think you're a Democrat because you fucking like voted for like Carter. Like, shut the fuck up. These people will eat you alive.
Yeah.
They're not Haitian.
Captain
No,
General Barbecue. Speaking of, you guys were talking about James Bond. Let's talk about this right off the bat. Let's take, which one is your James Bond? Which one do you think personifies James Bond?
You can't have A count. Like, A is the answer.
A is
gold
Bond.
standard. Yeah, A is the gold standard.
Yeah.
I will say, if I do something, honestly, I'm gonna go with Dalton. I feel like he was underappreciated.
No shot. Timothy Dalton, you're going with?
I do like Dalton, but I don't know if he's quintessential Bond to me though.
Okay.
No, he never got his third movie. Okay, like if Timothy Dalton, so they got Brosnan. He was doing what is it? Remington Steele.
Yeah,
he was stuck in a thing. That's why C was like hiding like gadgets in his fucking walker. At the end
come on. Think about it.
Came on, if Dalton would have had 3, and imagine Dalton in GoldenEye, like.
So what you're saying is Dalton is the Andrew Garfield of Bonds.
I'm kind of saying that. I'm saying he's the people's champ Bond. The guy's the fuck around to find out Bond. Like, you know, his buddy gets killed. He is he's F with more panache. Like he's the fuck around to find out Bond. Okay, like I know that F is like running through like and everybody was doing parkour in like 2009, but like I did enjoy that scene where the dude's doing parkour and he's just like running through drywall. No. James Bond is not a blunt instrument. James Bond is fucking cool. James Bond is fucking like smooth. James Bond gets shit done. Like in Casino Royale, I know that's F, where like where Bond gets poisoned and then like, you know, he does all that shit in his, you know, like car, and they give him like the antidote. They defib his heart, and then he walks back in and he was like, "I'm sorry, that last hand nearly killed me." Like, that's James Bond. Like, I feel like Dalton is the best of the best on that. Besides Connery, where it's not even cool. You can't walk around being like Sean Connery.
So basically, what you're saying is we got to pick a Bond that isn't Connery, because I'm inclined to agree with you,
100%.
Sandy,
Well,
because
I
Connery
mean, it
is
just
quite
says,
the central Bond.
I mean, it just says it's like
Even
who's your
in
favorite
Thunder-
Bond, but
in
may
Thunderbolt,
I?
he elbows the fire alarm. Like, it's the smoothest shit I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Like, I will never be that cool ever in anything, in any aspect of my life. There's no way that I would be Sean Connery hitting the fire alarm. I'm sorry, Buck. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, like, can we at least agree that George Lazenby can fuck right off this list because he does not belong here?
Yeah, like okay,
yes, I'll agree
fuck
with that.
Lazenby.
Lazenby was okay. He wasn't the worst, but I don't think he really bought into it. Like, he didn't play Bond like Bond to me. It just didn't
No,
feel
'cause
like
he
that. But
tried to change it. And,
No,
like,
no,
fuck
I
him.
don't like Lazenby because I could be James Bond. And he's like, "Well, what did you do?" I went to the same place that Sean Connery got his haircut, and like, I started like sniffing around and being like a butthole surfer, and just like totally mimicking Sean Connery's whole scene. And I kissed his ass so thoroughly that he had no choice but make me the next James Bond. So much so that, like, the original James Bond came out of retirement and did Time Is Up Forever because, like,
your wife wants to watch all the Bond movies. Nice,
dude. Read the books too.
It was like Amazon Prime Days or whatever. I got like the entire Blu-ray set of all the James Bond movies up to the very last one. Wasn't in there, thank God, but I haven't watched it, so it doesn't matter. For like $38.
That's
my rule. As long as I haven't seen it, then it never happened.
Yep. I'm in that same boat. Look,
you guys hear about the Dennis, whatever his fucking name said, what he's looking for in a new James Bond?
No, what did he say?
He said he's looking for a fresh face and that the actor has to be British and male. So we avoided a woman Bond, thank God.
Well, they already said that. They've already said that they're as far as of right now, they're never going to make Bond a woman, but they're not against race swapping Bond.
Yeah, well, one problem at a time.
Yeah, you know who I'd like to see play James Bond is like
Henry
Tom
Cavill?
Hiddleston. No,
Tom
Hiddleston.
Hiddleston?
Yeah. When you
I just
creep
don't
into
see him
more of
as
the
Bond. I see him as a Bond villain. I see him as a Bond villain.
Oh,
but
I
don't
can
really
see him
him
as a Bond villain totally.
Yeah, but I don't really
there's,
see him as
there's
Bond.
an aspect that's gotten lost since what's his face has been playing Bond.
Oh, Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig is, in my opinion, aside from Lazenby, which he doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned. None of that ever happened. Daniel Craig to me is the worst Bond in my personal opinion.
Absolutely.
Okay,
because the Bond that he plays is essentially Jason Bourne.
Exactly.
And you know what's the crazy thing is, like, Brosnan was like sort of doing semi Jason Bourne things, but he was still Bond.
Yeah.
And like with Craig, at the very least, I could say Casino Royale was the best one out of his entire era. Like, because you could at least say, okay, we're building up a Bond from his start, and we're getting him into what he should be. But then the rest of the movies were just
okay. You're gonna play on something that I hate in every single movie within the last 10 years, where it was like, oh, this character doesn't
Dracula
realize
thing?
itself until like the last 40 or the last 20 minutes of the movie. That's the actual James Bond right there. It was like, James Bond in this movie, he was kind of a blunt instrument until he gets with it. No. That's why I picked Hiddleston, is because like I want sneaky James Bond. Like I want James Bond to be a fucking like slick spy. Okay, I want him to like Roger Moore like smooths his way into a situation, then shoot his way out like that. You know, that's what I'm looking for in a James Bond. I'm not looking for like I said, you know, like A or D. Like you're looking at the goats right here. And I will give it to Brosnan. Brosnan's the shit. Brosnan was born to play James Bond. But like either way, like I want him to like get in over his head and then just like shoot his way out with like, you know, like a little fucking handgun with a silencer on it, right? Like and
Nice,
like
nice. Golden Eye style. We like that.
yeah,
like you know what's funny? We could have had Brosnan play Batman, but because of GoldenEye, he couldn't make the audition.
Yeah,
So-
I'm okay with that. I don't know if I'd want to do
we
that.
could have had Bill Murray play Batman.
No.
It was gonna be Bill Murray and Eddie Murphy when they were going with like the campy style Batman still. And then you know they gave it to Tim Burton. Tim Burton's like, well, I want Johnny Depp, and they were like, well, nobody knows who the fuck Johnny Depp is, and he's like, give me Michael Keaton. And we're like, well, nobody knows who the fuck that guy is either. But
We'll give you Pierce Brosnan, okay? We'll give you Michael
Mr.
Keaton.
Mom?
Yeah, exactly.
I would say, as far as this, the best Bond will always be Sean Connery. But as far as what I see, the quintessential Bond look, somebody I would say look wise is what I picture Bond as. It would be Bronson.
Yeah,
I think Pierce Brosnan, in my personal opinion, he's my favorite. Pierce Brosnan is my favorite. Sean Connery is the best, but Pierce Brosnan, in my personal opinion, is my favorite.
Sean Connery's the best. Pierce Brosnan was born to be Bond.
Yeah, look wise, he is Bond.
You know, it's a travesty with the Remington Steele thing that we didn't get like a couple. Like we could have had Moonraker like with Brosnan. Like you know, like
Oh, Moonraker wasn't the last one. It was View to a Kill. That's when he was so old that it was just ridiculous. Like when you watch that movie, you're like, oh, he is literally fucking like senile. He is on his last legs, and he's supposed to be.
By the way,
it's
by the
that
way,
poor-
that song slaps so goddamn hard. Like greeting you with a view to a kill. Like, it's so,
at that point, Roger Moore was like, when he's hitting on a chick, you're like, go home, go home, Roger. You got some like, you got to watch some Letterman or something.
No, that's the one where you're like, how old is Q? Like, Q looks like a million right here. Because like
just walked in with
James Bond is like 1,000. Like, how old is this motherfucker? And like,
and then he
he's
gets
trying to
banged
bring it
by
all
Grace
back in one
Jones.
piece.
That was always my appreciation of Roger Moore the most, was that was the campiest of the James Bond movie series was Moore. But I love 80s music. I like synthwave. I like all that stuff. Always have. It was the generation I grew up in.
They have a clap. Da-da-da. Like
so I love a lot of the theme songs from the Roger Moore ones, which a lot of people think are the weakest, but I actually really enjoy those. But yeah, I like View to a Kill. Honestly,
I will still listen to Paul McCartney's song for
I still like that.
Oh wait, okay, hold up. I got a question. Are you all believers that the movie The Rock is a secret James Bond film?
I've seen the theory. I've seen all the evidence they compiled, and I think it's one of those things, just like with most of those movie theory things. If you can see, if you look long enough at anything, you can find make little connections and stuff. I don't think so. It wouldn't be how I would want James Bond to have his career end, as in a American prison, being, it just seems kind of shitty. So
No,
no.
in every like movie, like every actor's got like an actor's secret. Like I think that's a cool idea for Sean Connery to be like, hey, dude, James Bond was like locked up in this prison and he got out. This is like what happens like when he gets out. Where if you don't go out loud and say it, like it's cool, but like they made enough connections where technically, canonically, it could be James Bond. Like no one can argue that it's not James Bond. But like, do I think it's James Bond? No, it's not fucking James Bond. It's a different fucking movie. It's a different fucking series. But in like in spirit is James Bond. It was like, hey, we got the OG, we got a tier fucking Bond. Like, what if he was locked up in this prison? What would a James Bond character do if he was locked up in this prison? Would it cause mayhem? I bet it's causing mayhem. And
So
I bet
here we go. Alias used. Madison was the ghost. No records exist of U.S. British. Let's see. Timeline matches.
Here's the thing. I'll shoot it in the foot right now. James Bond, America knew about James Bond. He was a secret agent, but he wasn't secret to the American government. He worked with Leiter the entire time.
He worked with Felix Leiter.
Send a secret agent in to get microfilm of America's secrets, not unless they would not upset an ally that way, unless those secrets somehow pertained to them, not to assassinations of our own freaking leaders. So they would never send a secret agent in to get material like that from an ally, like I said, unless it benefited them. So it kind of shoots the whole theory, because that's essentially where the theory is based on, is that they sent James Bond in to get this microfilm for blackmail purposes or something. And so we denied that he was James Bond and all stuff. I don't see that happening, like I said, for any real reason. And so it is just a fan theory, not really based in reality.
I'm just like the guy who like did like the voice for like the previews for the movies, like coming out on VHS soon. What if he got dealt a bad hand? Could it be James Bond, man? I think it's James Bond pushed to his limits. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be canonically James Bond. Like in this series, in this story, though, I feel like they got James Bond, who was like locked up. Like like it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to lead into Dr. No. But like, if they open up the fucking prison and you got James Bond, like you found James Bond. Like you didn't mean to find James Bond, but you got James Bond. Like that's what it is.
All right. First full topic we're going to bring up. I put it in the your chat, Emerald.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and bring that up. All right. Arkansas makes history. Yeah, history. By hiring completely all black female firefighters. An entire firehouse of all black. Yeah, this is gonna end bad.
I don't want an all female anything.
I agree with that, and I like that comment. Can't even trust and replace the smoke alarm batteries, and they're supposed to
ceiling birds is beyond them.
Dude, they're more likely to catch on fire with all them fucking weaves, man.
Here's my problem. Here's my problem with all of this is I anything that's all something intentionally pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like when it said, oh, this is an all black female fire squad. Why? That means that this colored here couldn't get a job there? Is that what that means? I see when that type of exclusionary nonsense, it just blows me because I'm just like, yo, what are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to prove? So when all of Arkansas burns, when all of it burns to the ground, what are you going to say? Because it's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. Who do you blame? Who do you blame?
Yeah.
Because they're not going to blame this legionnaire of colored women. They're not going to blame them. So
No.
who are you gonna blame? The governor? This stuff always boils my piss.
No, my house
It's
will
so
be in
frustrating.
smithereens and like.
Oh, it will be.
Like
Oh,
one
you
of
don't have to
these-
worry about that.
You see
It's
what you
stupid on
did?
principle. It's
You
stupid on
see what you did?
principle. Yeah.
You know, the worst part about this, it was like, what is this? Alabama, Memphis? Like, where are we at? I can
Arkansas.
name 12 black bitches that I could put in charge, and your house wouldn't have burnt down in the first place. Like I know some black women who could tell you what's up. None of these black women look like they're cutting the mustard on this. Like all of these, like I said, I could burn my goddamn house down. And they're gonna roll up and be like, "What the fuck you do that for?"
It's
like,
Hey, you want to know what?
it was on purpose, baby.
But we all know a very standard firefighting practice is torquing in front of the fire. That
Of
will
course.
put it out.
Oh
Of
god, yeah.
course.
He-
Nothing
here's-
takes out fires
Yes,
more than
pictures
butt
your
cheeks
vagabond.
clapping.
You know, it's
Yeah,
it's like-
exactly. They're all. We're gonna trick this fire.
stupid, man. It's on principle, like doing the all freedom thing is just dumb. But like we're now applying this to
Irish
a
white supremacy.
rescue service. Like I'm not like you're expecting them to go into a burning building and potentially drag out people who are maybe unconscious. I'm sorry, but that chick on the far right over there, I don't think she can lift anything bigger than a chicken wing. I don't think she's gonna carry my ass out the fucking door.
Yeah, no, I love that they had like they had the post a picture below
vagabond.
of like them not in their like fire gear, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Okay, like if my house is on fire, I want you to be able to save me.
I want the best person for the job. This is
Yeah.
an emergency situation.
I
Like-
want that motherfucker, that big giant dude they got playing Jack Reacher to kick down the fucking
Thank you.
door.
Yeah,
I
Save
want-
me.
I want a corn-fed white boy that's about 6'5" and about 275 pounds to come and lift the rubble off my legs because they will be broken, and then to carry my black tail out in his arms. That is what I want.
we want the 6-foot giant white guy that's loaded up with fucking cord and
Yes.
Mountain Dew, you
Exactly.
know, over this.
Yeah, where he's
thing.
like, "Come with me if you want to live," and you're like, "I don't have any."
Yeah. Exactly. I want some dude who's gonna pick me up like I'm a fucking skinny ass little woman and just like carry
Thank
me
you.
out. Like
That's what I'm
it's all
saying.
like with
Like,
my arms around him like
that's why
this.
it's called a fireman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Wow.
firemen's carry. Exactly. And this is the thing. Like when it comes to all this DEI hiring and nonsense, like if you want to say that there's a time and place for it, fine. Like at the subway or something, or at McDonald's, fine. This is an emergency
Yeah.
service. This is life or death service. I want the very best person that's going to save my black tail. That is who I want.
Like,
how many
imagine
people-
No,
How many people
that
lost
should
their
be
job?
the test. That
Like,
should be the test.
it-
Like it's in a smoky room. You climb up a bunch of stairs, and it was like, all right, now you got to lift my fat white ass, and you got to carry me down the stairs. What are you?
you know,
Balls
here's
in
the-
your court.
I know
Let's
what
go.
imagine.
I want the best for the job. Okay,
It-
you know the reason I feel more comfortable with like John Wick and like what's his name, Jack Reacher, because he looks like he can carry my ass down a flight of stairs. Like when you take a picture in your fucking white beater, I don't think you can carry me. I'm willing to bet, but you know what? If you carry my ass down this flight of stairs, I'll be the first one like in the chat going like, no, this bitch is for real. Like, you know, like she saved me. I don't think you can fucking do it.
Real
You
quick.
know what'll happen? Like you'll be pinned by some rubble or something, and you'll have like two of these chicks come up to you, and they're like, "Okay, we're gonna try to get you out," and you try to say, "Please hurry up," and they'll get upset that you're telling them to hurry up. They'll be like, "Oh fuck you, white boy," and then they'll leave you to die because you upset them.
No,
you
man,
remember during
those
the LA
double standards too. Because
Do you
like
remember
you have
during-
to show that like picture of them in their like black white beater, like where like I don't want a picture of the dude who like picked me out of the burning building. Like,
What?
Do you
What
remember
were you
during the
saying?
LA fires, the clip of one of the women on the firefighting team that literally said, "Well, if I have to rescue your husband out of a fire, then he shouldn't have gotten himself in that position in the first place.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
no,
you
that
know,
was
right
the
there.
ambulance driver. Where he's like, yeah, he shouldn't have gotten himself in that position. And it was like, bitch.
Here's the thing that I see in this. These girls, you're playing Russian roulette because I'm sure some of these girls are great firefighters. I'm sure they would have no problem doing the job and doing it well. But there, with that many black women, you're gonna get one with attitude. It's just
100%.
it's the it's the you're playing the numbers
Devil.
here.
Devil,
You're gonna
not
get
playing Russian
one.
roulette. You're playing Russian roulette with a fucking 9mm.
You're
Like, you ain't spinning no chambers. It's a full magazine.
you're gonna get one of them who's gonna be like, you know what, motherfucker, I don't want to save your ass, and it's gonna be like, what, you know, cause my MAGA hat, thank you, that's so. But I do notice that all of them aren't the worst looking. Like, did they sit there and go, okay, you
Except
can't
the one
only
on the
be
far left.
That's what I'm
Devil.
talking about with
The
their
one
little.
on
yeah,
the one on the far left, that's the real firefighter. The one on the far left, that's the one that I want saving me. She ain't got no
Yeah,
makeup on.
That
She ain't
bitch
got-
gets in the door, no problem.
Exactly. Ain't no makeup on, no weave, no nothing. She the only one that got glasses on. I mean, she's actually trying to see what she doing. All the rest of these broads look like they came off of Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
like,
interested. I'm not
everybody
interested
else
in that.
wants to tell you about their problems.
Yep.
I'm not interested.
it
That
looks like
girl's
the
here to
starting
solve
of a porn, right?
It
Like,
is.
you guys are all trapped in a fucking like it's a high rise, and they're all, we got to get up to the 37th floor. So they get up there, and there's like dudes, and it's just sex and sex and sex because they think it's gonna put the fire out if they orgasm. Right? It's all like, if I can make them squirt enough, it'll put a fire out. Okay, this
that
is
how that
such a
works?
porn.
This
Yeah,
math ain't
you,
mathing.
you finger blast them enough, you're gonna put the whole high rise out.
Oh my God.
It's
No,
How
don't,
much fluids do we
whatever
need?
you do, don't,
All of it.
whatever
why
you do,
9/11
don't queef.
happened.
That's just giving more air. That's more oxygen.
Yeah. Backdraft 2. Or no, now we're on
Yeah,
Backdraft 3.
Yeah,
No,
it would have
we
to be
had to
Backdraft
watch
3.
all
They
the
already did
Twin Towers.
Backdraft 2.
We had to watch all the Twin Towers collapse, and there was like some bitch in a burger. Like, see,
Mm-mm.
So yeah, this like I'm with you.
it was better than you acted.
I want the best people for the job. Doesn't
100%.
matter what your skin color is, doesn't matter of your sex, but to sit there and say that out of the entire graduating class, that these women, these particular women were the absolute best, and thereby should get the honor of having an entire. No, they did it for a publicity thing. They said we have a lot of black women graduating in this particular class. I know, we'll put them all in the same firehouse so we can have a photo op. And that puts the people in that area in danger, because unless these were the 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever, however many there are, best people for the job, you undercut the whatever area of the city has this firehouse. You put them in danger so you could have a good photo.
Okay,
And they have every right to be pissed about that.
Okay, I want number 1 or Mutombo number 3. Like she just like fucking towering over everybody else. I want a physically capable female. Like fire.
Actually, you want to know what? I only think like
No. One
right here.
is by far the best. Either way, when you
Yeah,
she might be able to.
Okay,
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Look,
We're talking. We're
pretty
talking
much
about.
all them
Linebacker.
girls. All them girls I'm pretty much related to, and I know every single one of them.
Oh, dude,
These are all
girls
Dre's
like
cousins.
Yeah, and trust me, the girl in the middle, the one that's a little thick, but you gotta look at the face. You gotta look at the face. The face
Yeah,
is build up.
Okay.
You see, like this is somebody that strongly cares about their appearance. This is not the person you want running into a burning building.
I agree.
All these broads are IG attempts, except the one on the far left. That girl has 0 prospects in dudes. 0. None. No
She's a
one wants her.
lesbian.
Yeah, without question.
I'm telling you right now, if one kicks the door in, there is nothing. Okay, there's certain things that like different categories of people say. If number one kicks through the door and goes, "You're good, baby," like I'm going to go to sleep. Okay.
Yep.
I was like that. She's got that shit locked down. Okay. It was like
don't say
if I hear
daycare,
you
Clue.
good, baby, from the right mouth, I'm fine.
All right.
And she looks like
Clue,
a
you
you
can't
good
say.
baby.
Clue, you can't say if it's only okay if it's a daycare on fire. The fucking kids are more likely to get fucked up from them than the fire itself.
She would never say it in that
They
situation.
start sticking the kids in the fire like marshmallows.
It's fucking bullshit because she would never say you good, baby.
Hold on. Okay, question that springs from this. Saying that the one here with long hair, the one that is above, because I'm pointing. I'm pointing to the one, but I don't know if you guys see it the same way
No, we
I
see
am.
We see a mouse.
Okay.
We see a mouse.
Okay. That is number one, going backwards, so you guys can tell who is which one. If this did turn into a porn, would you want to be the late?
Okay, if
going from
far
here
left,
back.
okay, if far left is number one.
Yeah, then I want
number one, number two, number three, number four,
I
number
want
five, number six, number seven.
So
and no one's picking her, so it doesn't matter.
So number three.
Okay.
And okay, that's 3, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and number 8.
Okay.
Yep.
So her, and then you want the one because that would be number 8, right?
No. The light skin thick one is number 8. Then it'll be number 3.
Okay, so we're going this way.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like number 1 to the left, like
just right across.
Okay, if the one that no one would pick is number 1. Okay,
yes, that's correct.
Okay,
yes.
So
three,
you want
3,
4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Here we go.
Okay.
There we go. We got it. We made it.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Who's Sammy? Who are you picking? Who's gonna give you a fireman hand job? Firewoman hand job.
I don't know what the fuck Dre's talking about. Like the bitch that he wants looks like Rick James.
What are the 5 things you say to the face?
Yeah, nice
she's a super freak.
No, yeah, whatever. Yeah, you know what? You don't take her home to the mother. Okay.
Oh no.
But she'll never let your spirits down.
Did you?
Once you get her off the streets, she's all right. She's all right with me. No, I'm gonna take 2, and then I'm gonna take 2 again. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Arrow. Who are you picking?
I'm kind of going with 2 as well.
Boy.
And you want to know what? Because no one's gonna pick her, I'm gonna show her a little love. Number 1.
For
it is quite literally a pity fuck at that point.
Yeah, she works hard.
But
she works hard.
Boy.
Yeah, she might be the craziest one out of all of them. She might be.
No, she looks mean breakfast.
Because she appreciates that. She appreciates the dick.
It's true.
She's all like,
I
"Thank you."
prefer shorter anyway, so that's kind of the reason why 2.
Well,
Fair.
2 don't want no scrubs.
Yeah,
that's fair.
And guys can't get no love from her. Those guys.
Yeah.
Bug. Who are you picking?
You know what? I'm gonna go with 2. None of the other ones appeal to me. They have that fucking 5 head thing going on. It's just no.
Oh my God.
Oh, bitch. Oh shit! All
If I
right.
can see your
Dre,
entire
your
fucking
thoughts?
cranium, I'm gonna think caveman.
Oh no. Jesus H.
2 and 3.
No, all right, Dre. All their wigs look terrible.
Okay, no, that's like. Look, I know that all of that stuff is horsehair. That ain't new to me. All right, every drop of it is from a Chinese junk from the corner. All right, this ain't new to me. As I've said several times, I've been black a long time, and I know exactly where all that stuff comes from. And this is my thing. Look, I can't mess with number 2 because I know she got that crack neck. That's a crack neck. See that crack neck?
Okay.
That's a crack neck. I can't mess with it. I grew up during that time period. I know a crack neck when I see one. And that is it right there. That girl has done unspeakable things behind the 7-Eleven in order to get a crack rock. All right.
Yeah,
That
she's
out
got those
there.
Cookie Monster sweatpants.
100%. I know the type. I saw her coming from a mile away. I'm like, yeah, that won't be
Nah.
me. I know
Can I
where
get a
you've been.
ride? No.
No, I'm good.
Sorry about this.
All right. If I had to pick, I would ask which one of them can make a sandwich because that's
Dude,
always
one
the
holds
first
it
question.
Of course.
And then crack neck, right?
But
Crack
if they made a good sandwich, what I'd pick is 5, the dark sister right here in the middle. She's got that smile that reminds me of that girl from freaking Road Trip. The big black
Oh.
girl. I like her smile. She's huge, but I like her smile in Road Trip, and she's got
Fair
that
enough.
smile, so that
Fair enough.
attracts me.
So I'm
So I
guessing
pick her, and
an 8?
if not her, yeah, I would go with
Yeah,
8
Hey,
because I do like a short, chubby chick. It's just my thing.
Pick'ems.
So yeah,
No,
those.
she's the like. I mean, I put cake in the sandwich.
I just have a feeling number 1 will
You're not
tell
wrong.
number 2 to go find a crack rock, and then she's gonna she's just one because she's the one that will lock the door and go, "We're gonna have some fun now."
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think 4 might be the unsung hero here.
Duncan Emerald's little ass is fucking sneaking out a bathroom window in his boxers and shit after 30 minutes of that chick just taking complete advantage of him.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
Oh,
I've been
Lord,
married
have
for 8
mercy.
years. I'm not fucking any of these bitches.
No. For me, that's an out hole. That's an out hole. God damn it!
I love.
She's all. You ever fucked with a hose stuck up your ass? You're all. No. What are you
No.
doing?
Hell,
I love the entire time.
I just want to see what your threshold's
guy
like.
has been in the chat, like the "This is fine" meme, and nothing has felt more true to facts as like "This is fine" guy, just like sipping his little cappuccino while the building's on fire. Either way, yeah. 8 or 4, yeah, like.
No one has really been bringing up this video, but I wanted to see what some dudes really thought of it. So here,
Oh, boy.
right there. This one is interesting. I think it is so cool how you freaking put the fuel into this damn thing that it makes up for the fact that it's probably Euro trash as far as the car goes. But check this out. It is the first car. It runs off of, what does it say it runs off of?
Hydrogen.
Is it hydrogen? Yeah, hydrogen.
I was about to say peanut oil.
Look at this. That is the fucking coolest way to fucking change out the fuel in your fucking car. Those cylinders.
Okay,
Wait,
that's
you said
to
it
me.
runs on hydrogen?
Yeah, those canisters have hydrogen, and you.
Doc, you just can't steal plutonium.
So where am I gonna fuel? Where am I gonna refuel this bitch?
I have no clue.
That's the big question.
You ignorant fuck. Bolivian.
Yeah, like I said,
it's not practical. I don't understand. There's no hydrogen.
Or it's
refuel
totally
place.
practical and you just charge one cell at a time.
I wonder if you have to have them all in there at like,
and that's what
or
I
if
was
you
just
can go
about
with
to
one or
say.
two.
I'm
I don't
like,
think you do.
I mean, but why would they be replacing it? I'm confused. If the junk was like empty, and like let's say how many cells there's like six of them Jones. Let's
Yeah,
say
it
if
looks like
one runs out, I think we should be good. Like, why would they replace just one cell? Like,
Yeah,
that
it
don't make
probably
sense.
goes
Here's
in a
the part
row.
that feels dishonest. Okay, so they take the pot out and then they put it into a different car.
Is
Like,
that what's
watch. Do
happening?
it again. Watch. It was like I take the pot out and I'm gonna charge it. And then I slide it into this car right here. So what are we doing?
I think it's the same card, just different angle.
No,
Yeah, I
Even-
think
but
they're just
even
showing
this-
how it goes in and
it's a
out.
fucking lie.
But all the same, why do I need all six? If one is done, I should just shouldn't have to pull it out. Just keep driving.
I think this is just I think it is. I think it's you'd have to expel all the cells, but I think this is just demonstrating.
I
The
Well,
I
they're
think it
demonstrating the
probably
wrong
goes
thing.
one cell at a time. It probably shows you, and so you go, okay, 1 cell's down, 2 cells down, 3 cells down, and then you can pull those ones out and refill them and replace them.
Also, Cloud, if
you
you
probably
could
have to
DM
have
me your
all the.
address,
You
I'm gonna
probably
take a
have to
shit in a
have.
box.
What you say?
You need to remove that from the stage, man.
Yeah, you gotta pull that down. He keeps bringing up fun.
Oh,
But it says like I mean, great. I mean, I don't know what that is. Like, was that hours or?
I don't know.
Wait, kilometers? That's distance.
Yeah, that's.
We're Americans.
But
we
is
don't
it
do
the
that
all
shit.
6 gives you that, or is it each one?
I think
'Cause
it's
if each
all. I
one,
think
that's
it's all
crazy.
six.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't buy this particular car because it doesn't look great to me, but I would be like interested to see how viable this is comparative to other sources. But
It's the
I just
Wham
like
Bam thing again.
1,500
for me.
kilometers is 932 miles.
that's a
not
lot
bad.
for a fill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot.
I love, like I said, what I like is the fucking cylinder thing. That's so, to me, fucking looks cool. Pulling that cylinder out and sliding a new one in. It's kind of a cool way to refill your car. Besides just plugging the gas thing in. But I'll wait for a better looking one before I fucking would ever buy one. And this
Is this a concept car, or do they actually have a price for this thing yet?
I think it's just a concept at this particular moment.
Okay.
They've established that it's doable, but have they actually gone into production? I don't think so. Yeah.
Either way, that's a Monday morning I don't want. Like I don't want to count how many like power pods I have in the back of my fucking car on a Monday morning. Okay.
I'm sure it locks.
Yeah, no, I don't care. You're gonna make me count. Who the fuck are you?
To 6? That's where you're. Damn it! I have to count to 6. Fuck you, motherfucker.
On a Monday morning? Yes. I don't give a fuck. It could be 2. I don't want to count it all. Fuck you.
I'm just waiting for when like some guy parks this car over somewhere like that's close to a bad neighborhood, and some hobo like pries the thing open, takes one of the cells out and starts drinking it because he's a fucking dumbass.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, my bad.
Well, look, Dre, I have literally seen videos of people drink gas from the pump directly.
Help me, Moses, help me.
Yeah, so I would not be shocked if some dumbass was like, maybe I should drink this.
No.
I'm sure it's some closed system. I doubt you can like once you put the stuff in. I don't think you can like.
Hey, if there's a will, there is a way. The hobo will find a way to open it up.
I don't wanna feel like
I did that day.
Yeah, that was my favorite game. I was a caretaker at a park one time, and it was like you'd see the guy like sleeping under the patio, and he had like a checkered shirt on, and there was like, is this like a homeless guy, or is this like a 25-year-old hipster? Like,
Yeah, that hipster hobo for real life.
Close enough. And the guy's like, oh, I'm just trying to like chill out, and you're like, get the fuck out of here. And the other guy's like, I pooped over there. You're like, oh man, I drew the wrong card today. Shit. All right, cool. But don't come back here ever again. He's like, well, I live here, and you're like, yeah, fuck. That
All
sucks.
right. Next up, I'm gonna tempt fate. Let's see if I get taken out for
God.
doing this.
Well, I only have one question to ask you, Devil. Are you suicidal?
No, I am not suicidal. I
40
have never been
42%
suicidal.
of the time he's not.
I will
Well,
not shoot myself in the back several times. I will not be in a plane crash because I'm not going on a plane.
Fair.
He's never worked for the Obamas ever.
Oh,
He's
no.
never worked for the
Never.
Clintons.
Let's
yeah, I heard it.
see.
Oh,
So
Sorry,
yeah,
nice
Morning
knowing you.
Joe. Hillary Clinton has once again in her I'm a retarded sack of shit totally missed the point the left has been in this kind of all out, we are going to find anything but our own fucking selves to blame for anything that happens. A crazy leftist shoots a place up, it's Trump's fault, it's MAGA's fault, it's he's actually a secret Republican, anything but admit there's a problem happening on their side in their party at this particular moment. And so Hillary Clinton decides the true villain of this story is white, straight Christians.
We haven't gotten to the more perfect union, and we fought a civil war over part of it. And people have been protesting, for hundreds of years that, things were not as they should be given our ideals and how we should be moving toward them. So I think that's what makes us so special as a country. And the idea that you could turn the clock back and try to recreate a world that never was, dominated by, let's
this
say
isn't
white
the clip
men,
that
of a certain
there, I was
persuasion,
saying.
a certain religion, a certain point of view, a certain ideology. It's just doing such damage to what we should be aiming for. And we were on the path toward that. I mean, imperfectly, lots of, bumps along the way.
Very
But I
imperfect.
agree with you. We were on the right trajectory.
No, you're absolutely wrong. And the fact that you can't name any enemies out loud is because no one wants to say out loud that you've been killing your enemies for the last 20 years. Okay, you can even start with the fucking McDougalls. Okay, like you are the most dangerous family in America. Okay, if Michael Corleone from The Godfather was real, it wouldn't be half as near as dangerous as the fucking Clintons are.
Oh, yeah.
It was fuck off with that. And I love this whole thing from these leftists now, where it was oh, both sides need to cool down. It was dude, you guys killed the guy who wanted to talk and negotiate. Okay, you got me now, where I say retard all the fucking time. I was I'm not as good as Charlie Kirk. Okay, you killed Charlie Kirk, so obviously you didn't want to talk to Charlie Kirk, so you got me now. Okay, retard. So why don't you're gonna look at me and pose a fucking thing at Hillary Clinton like she hasn't killed people for the last 20 years, and I have to look around and be like, I don't understand what the big deal is. No, this bitch is a murderer. This bitch is dangerous. Any single time that this person is on camera, she's lying. How am I gonna have an honest conversation about this? I'm asking. I was for real. She is the worst human being on the planet. She might be just after Bill Gates and George Soros. She might actually be the worst human being on the entire fucking planet.
Well, usually when we're talking about women,
yeah, of course.
hold on. Usually when we're talking about women and their body counts, we're talking about something totally different. With Hillary Clinton, it's
yeah, no, there's a bunch of guys in a pool who beg otherwise. Okay, oh, by the way, you see that guy who lived through the Obama? He was I was a cook for the Clintons and the Obamas, and he's all fucking decked out. We know why. No one was killing that motherfucker.
oh yeah, the muscular chef guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's I can't believe no one tried to kill me ever.
He does.
Yeah, no, we know why.
He does YouTube videos now. I watched this one guy called Guga Foods. I don't know if you guys have seen him. He cooks the most amazing steaks ever. Seriously, the guy is a steak genius. And he's cooked with him and stuff. And yeah, he's a fucking buff dude. No one's trying to take him now. And he's an ex-Marine too. He's not just muscular. He's I believe a Marine before he became a chef.
To apply that. I'm saying this is the reason he hasn't been assassinated.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to address something that she had said there. For a historical record, I'm no liberal. I'm not conservative. I'm apolitical. I've been apolitical my whole life. One thing that I have a big problem with is liberal white women.
Yep.
trying to pass the buck to white dudes when she has been along for the ride the whole time. And this is the issue I have, because like it's always like, did the white man that did this? I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. For the last 400 years of recorded history, you sat idly by while these quote unquote evil white dudes went and took over the world and ran everything, and y'all all sat around and enjoyed sitting in the hot tub while they were doing it. If
Oh,
that's to be
absolutely.
believed. And then you turn around a few hundred years later and be like, it's them, they're the problem. If we got rid of the white men, that would be the end of it. You know how, like me, I'm not even a white man, and I'm offended by that statement. You know why? Because her daddy is a white man, and his daddy was a white man, and his daddy was a white man. So you're basically saying that your entire lineage and that everything that you actually are, you're a self-hating individual. You have a problem. You have a problem, and it's not just Hillary Clinton. Yes, she is definitely the front runner of that type of behavior. Sweet Jesus. But good grief, I just have a serious problem with them passing the buck. Like they didn't, like literally, let's rewind.
Yeah,
the
like they
clock.
weren't sitting there. Like you weren't on the porch drinking lemonade too. Like,
Exactly.
and-
If
and
we
you're
rewind
really
the clock
fucking
6 decades, okay? 6 decades. If I address this woman, I could be swinging, okay? White women are
Oh,
the
yeah.
most protected class in the history of this country. It's not up for
Absolutely.
debate. It's what it is. They are the
Dude,
most protected class in this country.
That's
And now,
what the Me Too movement should have been, is a bunch of fucking white women making some shit up, going like, hey, like I did this. No. Yeah,
yep, it's a disaster. And
I'm not
the
gonna
way
go on
they,
that.
yeah,
My
exactly. There's
thing,
no point going to tirade, but it's just
no,
it's just
no.
like it's very
My
frustrating.
main
It's just
thing
very
is,
frustrating.
my main thing is, you know what? Who was there with the Underground Railroad, like helping Harriet, holding Harriet Tubman's hand? There was a white man. There was a white man who owned fucking property, who helped end slavery. Okay, it was like the Western world did not start slavery. There's a lot of people who think that slavery, that white people invented slavery, which is absolutely asinine. It's been around since the Bible. It doesn't
since the beginning of
matter.
time.
Oh,
You know what? We made laws to end it. We made laws and said this is wrong, and that doesn't change any type of historical, like shit going down. It's like there's a bunch of things that people need to answer for. White women.
I agree with you. I love that. I love that when people try to ascribe something that is inherent to humanity, to the human condition, like it's something new, right? They do the same thing with slavery. They do the same thing with murder, right? People acting like murder or people killing each other. If we didn't have guns, people wouldn't kill each other. It's all no, motherfucker. Back when we were cavemen, back when we first started walking upright, one of the first things we did was kill each other. We've been doing it since the very beginning. Same thing with this.
Treated the Spaniards, okay?
Yeah.
They
Same
cut
thing.
their heart out and like sacrificed it to the sun. Okay.
Yeah.
Mistakes were made. Okay, we're here in the here and now. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I don't care what creed you are. There's a couple of rules that I don't want you to do. Like you shouldn't fuck with kids, you shouldn't kill anybody, and you shouldn't steal anybody else's shit. And you know what? If you're trying your best, don't be a dick to anyone. If there is a God, and you'd be like, hey, why don't we make those commandments? Well, he already did. Okay,
Yeah.
like there's 10 rules. If you don't fuck up and you're not an asshole, you're probably gonna go to heaven. It's really not that fucking hard.
But what I'm saying is they're trying to put anything on. It's like you were saying, slavery. That's another one. Back to the beginning. Sex. Back to the beginning. All these things that we've been doing since the very beginning, and every single time anything happens to do with them, they act like it just we just discovered this since there's been white people, right? No, it's been since the very beginning. Man has been killing each other since the very beginning. Man has been enslaving each other since the very beginning. Man has been doing every bad thing that we have now started way back when. So stop acting like the world collapsed once white Christian males started fucking coming into power, and that's when all the bad happened. It was like Pandora's box. Before that, it was peace, love, and everything from mankind or humankind, and it was just like all of a sudden straight white Christians came into to being, and that's when shit hit the fan. That's when all bad happened. It's such bullshit.
It is.
Yeah, no,
And it's really
I'm telling you,
unfortunate.
white women are on the forefront of this, where
Oh, yes, of course.
they act as if they get a bolt in their fucking nose and then act like it didn't fucking happen at all, right? Like no, I was the person telling Rosa Parks to sit in the front seat, like like no, you weren't. You sat down and you watched, okay, and we can take your shit back, going all the way back to Attila the Hun or Vlad the Impaler. A white woman has been sitting there just going like, yeah, that's fine, okay, like shut up, take your medicine, like okay, and you know what? I don't even care. Dre, tell me right now that you built the pyramids. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
And this is the
thing. You know how old the pyramids are? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I don't care.
And that's the thing. Like in the oldest book we have is the Bible. Absolutely. It is what it is. Like even if you don't look at it as a religious text, look at it as a history book.
Absolutely.
This is a book that has documented all of recorded human history up to a certain point. The Bible itself said that man will dominate man to his injury. That is what the Bible said. That was already written, because since the beginning of time, man has been kicking each other down the hill. Cain and Abel, the taking of Enoch, like whatever. Like it doesn't even matter if you don't even look at it as religious. This is just how it always has been. There was slavery. It's recorded in the scriptures. Slavery is there. It always has been there. In the Jewish Sanhedrin, in Egypt, in Mesopotamia, and Babylon, name a place that is in recorded history, slavery has existed. Yes, it's the most recent, I use that term very, very loosely, the European slave trade. Sure, why not? But they didn't start it. They didn't start it. Not to mention in Africa, before they even came in contact with European travelers, Africans were enslaving Africans. Hence why African slaves were sold to Europeans. Europeans couldn't navigate Africa. How could they? They had to have someone else do it.
In Northern Africa, they were enslaving people who looked like me. God forbid that, they'd be like, hey, like, you got to go out and till the field. And I'd like look at my slave master and be like, it's kind of hot today. I heard Wednesday's going to be fine. But like, no, today, like, no, we're not going to do that. And then he would whip me. And then like I would like send something to HR, like because like no, I put in all honesty, there's not a race on this planet that hasn't been enslaved. It is a stupid argument to make. There's plenty of things, and the one thing that I love that you said, going back to the Bible, there's certain reasons that was like we go all the way back to the Bible. There's certain things that are in the Bible that, like, till this day we can't disprove. Like, and I said this earlier as well. If there's anything that you take away from this conversation, don't kill anybody, don't steal from anybody, honor your parents, like respect God, do these things. I assure you your life will flourish, okay, as long as you don't kill anybody or steal from somebody else, and you're nice to the people around you, and you take care of your parents, I'm going to tell you this right now. Your life will bloom in ways that you can't even fucking imagine. I'm telling you this now, okay? It sounds retarded that I have to say these things. These are lessons written down thousands and thousands of years ago, where they were just like, hey, like, I live my life this way, but I can tell you, like, these 10 rules, like, don't fuck with those. Like, like, don't why we are a religious, right? Like, when we like to say that we're a democracy, we are founded by the Western society. We are founded by a Christian society. There's only 10 rules, guys. Like, otherwise, like, it's fucking wide open. Like, it was like, don't kill anybody, take care of your parents. Like, it's really that fucking simple. I don't know why people have like a big fucking problem with this. And I don't know why people are opposing problems to this, as if like this is something that's metaphysically like bad. Like, we get a lot of these leftists now trying to like challenge these ideals. These ideals, it was like devil, you have a relative flag like behind you, like right now. It was like, what is it basically on like property rights? I didn't even fucking care about my vote until I had to start paying taxes. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I thought I was a centrist. Oh, no. Turns out I'm a libertarian, motherfucker. I didn't want to do anything until I actually had to give money to the government and have that spit back to me. And once I saw where that money was going, I had some fucking questions. And the second that I found out that I had some fucking questions, people wanted to tell me that I was a Nazi. That's the fucking world that I grew up in.
Real quick, it's kind of a Gaston flag.
Gun 5.
God damn it, you can't back me up on one thing.
No disassemble.
Come on.
Sorry.
No, but like, it's, you know what? It doesn't matter. My point remains valid. Okay, I don't give a fuck what color anybody is. Like, I want the fucking roads paved, and I want us to be like protected from foreign engagement. That's about it. I don't need the government to do shit else, because like I work for the government. Like all these bitches going like, my body, my choice. Like, I don't give a fuck about all that shit, because it was like, if it was up to the government, and if I needed my appendix out, they would see me in like 5 months. Okay, like, I don't want the government in charge of my body. I don't want the government in charge of anything, because the government fucking sucks at everything.
Yeah,
Okay?
it's like
And I'm
Reagan
ranting.
said,
Sorry.
the most scariest words you'll ever hear are, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help." Like, there's nothing they do right. I think there was actually a story that
No,
one
well,
of
here they have you pay taxes, and you go, "Hey, did I get it right?" And they're like, "I don't know, but I'll put you in jail if you got it wrong."
Devil, that's not true. Look at FEMA.
Yeah.
They
When is it ever gone wrong?
literally there was a story out of Nevada where one of the prostitute places, one of the wrenches, didn't pay their taxes, the owner, and the government seized it. And because they have to try to get the things, they continued to run it. Go figure. So the government got into the hoe game. Pimping ain't easy, right?
Sure ain't.
They freaking could not make it work. They had a place where all you have to do is put semi-decent looking girls in there, and the money kind of just happens, right? And they fucked that up. They couldn't even run a whorehouse fucking right. So
I got a
really trust
cousin
the government for
who's
anything?
gay. He's like, I'm gonna spill the tea. I am a libertarian. I was like, I'm thinking of the Boston Tea Party. I was like, yeah, motherfucker, spill the tea. like, it was like, well, I hear Kanye's not going to show up with that Italian bitch who shows her titties anymore. I was like, that's not the titties that I was talking about. I was like, there is a harbor that I had in mind. I was like, keep in mind, we rebelled over a 2% tax. Where are we at now? I don't even give a fuck. Like, I'm all fine with the social safety net. Okay, like. I watched. My grandmother turned 93 the other day. I watched her like walking around. She shouldn't have to do shit. Yeah, like it is what it is. People should be taken care of. But like also like I see other shit where they talk about like the bridge card. This lady's like, we can't buy Doritos anymore. It was like, I don't give a fuck about that either. Okay, like everybody. Yes, you should be allowed to survive. Also, yes, I have questions on where my tax money is fucking going because, like, I don't think it's going to the right place. And if you want to argue with me with that and call me a Nazi because I want to fucking ask these questions, well, you know what? I don't want to talk to you either anymore. I'm sick of talking to you. I'm sick of you crying wolf because you know what? Nazis actually exist, and I hope that you run into a Nazi one day. Because guess what? I guarantee if you run into a Nazi, he's not going to want to talk about policy. I'm going to tell you that shit right now.
I wonder where it's all going to blow up because it seems like that's what we're heading to is not so much. I'm not trying to sit there and say civil war in America. I'm talking about the whole world. I think there at a certain point, you're going to have literally just all these governments simultaneously just erupt in fucking the people fighting against them. When you see in Britain, they literally had a guy who was he burned a Quran and a Muslim stabbed him multiple times trying to kill him, and they caught the guy, they charged him, and then they dropped the charges and let him, and they didn't drop charges. He was found innocent by the judge because he was upset by the Quran burning. So since if you upset them, it's okay for them to try to kill you. These kind of things, at some point, you have to think the people are just going to get fed up with their fucking governments and fight back in all these countries. I mean, it's like the fucking, I can't say the exact phrase, but in the Declaration of Independence, when egregiouses happen to people, at some point they have every right to shuck off whatever government they have and find new people to, like I said, I can't remember the exact quote, but it's in there. You think at some point that's what they're going to fucking do. People are just going to be like, we don't want this government anymore. It's not doing right by us.
It's not
right.
It's not people. It's Christians. Okay. For a very long time, Christians, which by the way, most dominant religion on the planet, right? There are things like the Crusades. There are these things where Christians like stood up and actually, okay, there's also some very bad examples where Christians stood up and like went against heresy, but it's the only three of the monotheistic religions. Jews got it really funny. If you go too far right, you hate the Jews. If you go too far left, you also hate the Jews. It's like this weird thing. Muslims have this wonderful thing where they do some really horrendous shit, but if you call them out on it, it's Islamophobia. Like I've never been afraid of Muslims. Christianity is the one where they go like, oh, yeah, it's like, oh, you think there's never been a fucking rabbi who's touched kids? You think there's never been no?
We know there's imams that do.
That's what I'm saying. We take this shit lying down, and it was like, hey, you know what? Christ said to turn the other cheek. Christ also said that he's coming back with a fucking sword. Okay, like I'm not, and I much to my chagrin, there's plenty of time where like I like had the bite on the back of my fucking cheese and be like, oh yeah, like, oh, funny joke. Funny joke, fuck you. You're making fun of my religion, motherfucker. Like, I believe in Jesus Christ and I believe that he is my savior. And I was, you know what? Just because for some reason or another, all these late night hosts and like comedy shows think that it's funny to belittle that. Like, I don't think I like that anymore. I don't think I want to stand with that anymore. I don't think that like you should belittle something that I believed in since I was a little boy. And just tell you like, oh no, it's fine. I'm gonna turn the other cheek. I think I'm done turning the other cheek. I think I'm done with you shitting on my religion because it's the most prominent religion in the fucking continent. Like, I don't know what it is. It was like, you think you're gonna bring a bunch of fucking Mexicans up and they don't believe in Jesus Christ? They believe in Jesus Christ more than me. They're burning candles and shit, and they're like, this is for Saint whatever. This is for
Jesus.
Saint, like, oh, if I burn this candle for this motherfucker, my tires are gonna inflate. These motherfuckers believe in Jesus Christ. Okay, like, I believe in Jesus Christ, and I'm sick of you making fun of me. And you know what? I'm sorry that we made fun of you because you were a fag or that you were gay or whatever. You know what? We talked about that. As long as you keep it out of my backyard, I don't give a fuck what it is. Okay, I believe in Jesus Christ. That's what it is, and I'm sick of being made fun of for it.
I think what we can take away from this conversation as a
God
whole
damn it! I did
is
it again, didn't I?
a little bit is that the true villains and the true danger to society is Karens. But that's just
without question. I don't
that's just
think
fact.
that's up for any debate. Yes, absolutely. I don't think.
Emerald.
Yeah.
Bring up our next topic. The other day, the Trump administration came out and pointed out that there has been studies done at all these major colleges, and they all consistently believe that Tylenol is now not good for pregnant women. It can cause autism,
Autism.
right?
Yeah.
An increase in autism and like ADD, ADHD.
Yeah. So they said we're going to stop suggesting it for women who are pregnant. And because the left, especially women, have this Trump derangement syndrome, they have now decided that they are going to prove them wrong by taking handfuls of the fucking goddamn shit.
Oh my god.
And they're freaking hurting themselves. And so we got a couple videos of them doing this and
Like I said,
the aftermath.
I can't wait in 20 years where like there's all these retarded kids like coming out and like calling out their moms, but like they're nonverbal. Yeah.
28 weeks pregnant. You know what I'm gonna take? Some
Ooh,
Why?
Be as bad as you want to be, honey. I'm pro-choice. As many Democrat women want to kill themselves, I'm fine with it.
Why are you taking the drug?
Because she thinks she's so fucking clever. You look stupid, bitch.
Back up. Wait a minute. Wait. Tylenol, you use it when you have problems, issues, pressure related. It's to relieve symptoms of an ailment. She is literally just putting drugs in her body just because a president said that it can harm your child. So to prove the president and whoever else wrong,
yeah, we're there.
You are going to take these drugs with the pregnancy, and you have no symptoms.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for them.
It's very simple. It's very simple. Bitches be crazy.
Yeah, but this is my issue. This is my problem with all these dumb broads. I have a serious problem. Yo, if you want to prove somebody wrong, let's use math, science, social studies
That
in order
requires a
to
brain.
achieve something.
Statistics.
The anything. Your idea to prove somebody wrong is to literally put your unborn child at risk. I'm going to repeat it myself one more time. Your point to prove someone wrong is to put your unborn child at risk. I was trying.
Dude, they don't acknowledge these things. They don't acknowledge that as children, right? Like they acknowledge it, going like it's a cluster of cells. It's a poor decision. Like they do whatever mental gymnastics they can, even though like it was like I believe that like Inception, like like
Yeah.
the second that
Yeah.
like the second you have the potential to become a human being, you're a human being.
And
Like,
I
why
believe the same thing.
why
100%.
don't give anybody a bum rap, like but like also like you're gonna do something, even just to like own the other side, right? Where they're like, hey, if you take a bunch of this, it might make your kid retarded, and you're like like what the fuck, why we, even if there was a percentage that my kid could be retarded, like I'm not gonna like down a bunch of Tylenol just
It's
because
crazy.
like I disagree
Well,
with you.
that's
Like,
exactly it. It's they could say, okay, we're gonna have.
It's the
You
dumbest-
can think Trump is wrong. You can believe that. Fine, I'm not gonna argue with you. But is that the hill you want to die on? Is that the one you want to try to prove him wrong? Like you can sit there and say he's wrong, but I'm just not going to do it because it's not like you get some massive benefit. There
No,
are
dude,
other painkillers.
It's this simple. You take the orange pill, your kid's gonna be normal. You take the or you take the black pill, but your kid's gonna be retarded. But you get to dunk on Donald Trump. And like
It's
all
so
these white
ridiculous.
bitches are like, I'm gonna take this one. No, you take the orange pill because they said, hey, your kid's not gonna be retarded. And all these people are like, I'm gonna take the black one. Cause I don't
know.
like
Like, and
Uh,
here's a it's a systemic issue. It's a systemic issue. I don't know. Are all of us fathers? I'm a father. Is
Mhm.
anybody else? Anybody else a
No.
father? Okay. Well, I became a father this year, and we took every precaution to make sure that our son was going to be good. Even things that were risky, like, hey, this might have a side effect, blah, 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 blah. We avoided it at all costs. Just to give something simple that we all know, understand, agree with. Alcohol in a pregnant woman runs the risk of hurting your child. It's undisputed. It's what it is. In the event that you that goes into a woman's body, you are putting your child at risk. Everybody knows that, and everybody avoids alcohol like the plague. If anybody told you, if a doctor came to you, because the doctors have come to us, obviously, and was like, hey, mom can have these medication, but she can't have this one because this one has a risk of hurting a child. The moment we heard that the word risk was involved, we completely avoided it. These women that are hearing it because it's coming from the wrong person,
they're just
so
doubling down.
therefore I'm going to take a pill that I didn't even need in the first place. This is madness. These women are unwell. They're
Well-
unwell. Like we need to
Well,
bring back psych wards. We need to bring
there
back
is-
psych wards. We
Oh,
need to bring back
absolutely.
the crazy houses. We need to
But-
bring back padded cells. We need to put all these broads and everybody else like
Yeah.
it. Just
I didn't
But
use
it's-
black. Okay, I want to get this straight. I didn't use black pilled in a racial way. Okay, like when I put up the orange pill and the black pill, like no, that has nothing to do with anything. All I
Yeah, I
want to
mean-
say is women cannot be trusted. Women will dump actually who's as a creator I heard the other day, he put it perfectly. It's suicidal empathy is what we deal with. is what these women will do. There was a woman, she got her car stolen. The guy broke her arm and like threw her to the side of the street. And she made a TikTok, go figure, where she was like, hey, listen, I'm a white girl. And everyone was like, okay. I got my arm broken. And we're all like, terrible. I live in the south side of Chicago. And we're like, yeah, okay, now we know where this is going. I'm like, that doesn't mean that I want ICE to like come in and like make a bunch of raids. And we're like, no, bitch, you got your car stolen. This has nothing to do with anybody. You just found a way to like be a white woman and be a victim, and then you decided to make a TikTok, and your pussy smells like tuna.
Oh God!
Here's the thing I have a problem with is it's not just alcohol. We acknowledge there's a bunch of stuff that women shouldn't have or can't have when they're pregnant. They don't eat a certain fish because the mercury in them. They don't eat have caffeine, so they can't drink coffee or energy drinks because caffeine is bad for the baby. We have a whole list of stuff.
No deli meats. You're not supposed to eat deli meats either.
Yeah, there's literally a list of things that pregnant women are not supposed to have because it's bad for the baby. Exactly. Is it that hard that just because Trump's in power, that rule has now disappeared, that anything that is now figured out and we say, oh, we found something else to add to that list. Well, since it was during Trump, we're not going to trust it. That is the most ludicrous thing to me. Like I said, I understand you not trusting Trump on certain things and being, I'm gonna, do it to own him. But like you said, if there's even a micro chance that you're hurting your baby, couldn't you pick something else to try to own Trump on? Couldn't you say, okay, this one I'll put on the side burner there because it's a risk.
Let me
I'll
tell you
own
why it's
Trump
not.
doing this, right?
Let me tell you why it's not. It's all about tribalism, okay?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay, so in Ireland, someone like wrote a there's that wall that separates like the Northern Ireland from like the Catholic Irish, right? And someone wrote a pro Jerusalem, like slang on one side of the wall. What do you think the next day happened on the other side of the wall? Come on, take a guess.
I don't know.
You're pro Jerusalem.
The other one is just it's the pro Palestine. It's in Ireland. Exactly. It's that wall with the separation. It's the separation wall in Ireland. One side was had pro Israel stuff, and so it had to be on the other side pro Palestine crap.
Okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I hadn't heard anything about it.
Without question, that was going to happen, right? Because that's tribalism. You're starting to see this now with
Two girls, one Trump.
The problem is with the women that we got, with women who would for the right reasons, like call themselves woke, right? Like with people who they think that like they are actually getting the correct information, all of that stuff. They're doing this now. They're doubling down, taking Tylenol. Even for a second, if you thought that was going to affect your baby, shame on you.
Absolutely.
Shame on you. It doesn't even matter whether it's right or wrong. You're doing it now and you're doubling down. And these the president of the United States and whatever the fuck RFK is, he just came out and he was like, hey, this is bad for babies. And you, instead of like going like, hey, I'll keep that in mind, you went like,
it's a wild thing. Yeah, absolutely. Shame. And it's a wild thing. You just going, I mean, not even a rational thought. Yeah, like my brain can't even process I just went through. I literally just went through this. My son was born in June this year. I just went through the whole hardship of trying to be careful and safe and all this other stuff
Yep.
with my child.
I'm going through the
It-
same thing. Me and
it-
Mrs. Three-Peat, God bless us if we can, like have a kid here, but like going through the house, baby proof and all that shit.
Yes.
It was like this dude like came on the national news and was like, this is bad for babies. And everybody with a fucking bolt in their nose, they were like, you know what? I'm gonna down a whole bottle of Tylenol. It was like,
It's just
well,
a
like
wild
that's
thing.
ill suggested. We just said don't do that, and you're doing that. Like,
and it's been found. I mean, right here. I mean, the Blaze put it on there, but I've seen it on a couple other that from the Tylenol account. It says we actually do not recommend any of our products while pregnant.
oh, dude, they're actually in for like billions of dollars of like lawsuits, which is like no big deal for any.
Look at the date on it.
Yeah, but I'm saying like this has been an ongoing thing. Everybody who was like, hey, RFK did like heroin in the 70s. This one time I was like, look at this motherfucker now. Okay, like he's in better shape than I am. All right, like I'm not saying you should like listen to the dude, but like also like he hasn't been wrong about the autism shit. He hasn't been wrong about like the shit that he keeps pointing out. People who keep saying that he's wrong are like the people who are just like, oh, well, you know what? I'm just gonna you don't like this. I'm just gonna down a whole bottle of Tylenol. And I was like, well, that's not the right answer either. Like you probably shouldn't do that. Like maybe don't drink a whole bottle of Tylenol just because like you don't like this guy. But like like what do you say? Like it's insane.
There's something about this video. There's something about this video. Probably won't get all of it, but I want to point something out once it.
Is this Wolf? I love Wolf. Yeah, like what are you trying to impress?
Think about what's happening. Trump says there are
Now, one thing I want to point out, and I saw a commentary on this. Okay, so in front of her is 2 bottles of Tylenol. She has a bottle in her hand. She at no time actually shows what the pill is or what is the brand on it. And then if you look with the pill when it's in her hand, it's blue.
It looks like ibuprofen. Yeah, it looks like she's taking ibuprofen.
Either way,
Different painkiller, guys.
I hope she on video is not killing a baby. Is that what you want me to say?
But here's the thing. She also might just be retarded enough to think they're all the same.
That too. Also true.
I hope
show the other video real quick, and then we're gonna jump to another topic.
Honestly, I'm still sticking with what I said. She's faking for clout.
She very well could be. I would not.
Look, I pray that she is. I don't. The idea of risking
It was right
the
below
health
that one.
of your baby is crazy talk. That's crazy talk. Lord Jesus,
Right
send
there.
meteorite. I'm ready. Like put it.
I'm a big fan of the giant asteroid. Okay,
And here is the result. What is now happened, and probably will continue to happen.
We need to have
because of this.
She wants to make a fucking sandwich now. That's what it is
anymore. And you people need to cut it out. Cut it out. I just watched a video from Nicole Sorrento on her Instagram about a husband who contacted her at 4 a.m. this morning. Do you know why? Because his wife, pregnant wife, who's 23 to 25 weeks pregnant,
so she's
wanted
having
to
a
prove
kid
that
with him?
Tylenol doesn't cause autism.
Oh my
Guess
God.
where she is? She's in a hospital on a ventilator with liver failure, and they said she's not going to survive.
Sounds like she makes a
Okay?
bunch of bad decisions. Okay.
Yeah.
Just like
His wife
you talking
took.
to your plastic surgeon. You fucking
I'm
cunt.
angry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she.
you know
You can stop it
So
there. You
angry.
don't need to play the whole
Yeah,
video.
stop it.
She
And he
took a
died.
handful of the Tylenol to own Trump, and it fucking caused her liver to fucking failure, and now she's in a fucking coma, going to die and kill the baby with her. All
Look.
because she was gonna prove Trump to be a fucking liar and stupid and all this stuff. And all you did was murder your baby, fucking widow your fucking husband, and ruin and take away your own fucking life. And it's all because these idiots are that fucking stupid.
Wait a minute. Wait. Back up. There is a label on Tylenol about how much you're supposed to take, even if you have symptoms.
Oh yeah.
So she had no symptoms. She OD'd on Tylenol to prove a point. I'm going to repeat myself because maybe I've gotten too old and maybe I just don't understand how young people think anymore.
No, please try to bring logic into the situation.
Because you're sitting there and telling me that you decided to OD on Tylenol to prove a point. I'm going to say this one more time.
Dude, I hope you do. Say it again.
To overdose on Tylenol to prove a point. The world is done.
Okay, my point. My name's Luigi. I'm gonna shoot you. I don't think I should go to jail and like women like think the same reason because I'm hot.
It's crazy.
Look. It's very simple, guys. Bitches be crazy.
The common denominator here. Am I wrong? Did I say anything that was like ahistorical? No. You did something I disagree with. My name's Luigi, and I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah, well, you're being honest. To me, it's this idea that every single medication that we and I think people have just kind of gone to where they don't really think about this stuff. Every single medication you have in your fucking house there's a limit of how much you're supposed to put in your body. They're not new. They're not inert. If you take too much ibuprofen, it will eat away at your stomach. It eats away at the stomach lining. You will give yourself ulcers. If you take too much, it can cause literal bleeding in your stomach to the point you're coughing up blood. You are not supposed to. People don't understand because they just assume. So I remember back in school, we had girls that would take about 600 milligrams of ibuprofen every single time, and you're only supposed to have 600 in the entire day. You're not supposed to go over that. And they would take that 2 or 3 times a day and we'd be giving themselves ulcers. It's the same thing with ibuprofen. It is bad for your liver. It eats away at it. So you're not supposed to go over the set amount. All she had to do was read the bottle. Yeah.
Like heartburn traps, like, hey baby.
Well, way worse than heartburn. Like when you get ulcers, man, you can't sleep. They fucking keep you up. They're that bad. I had them one time. It was miserable.
For every situation. The heartburn one is a new one.
Yeah. So any people out there, don't fucking just use your brain. Use common sense.
Yeah.
She didn't bother.
Scratch that, devil. Read the bottle.
Read the bottle. That's the common sense right there.
Read the bottle,
Before you play the memes, because that's the first meme, play the video at the very bottom. I just want to address this real quick because it's from California. And it's this dumb bitch. I just want to
not her.
You guys don't need to respond. I'm just gonna fucking talk about how stupid she is. It's at the very bottom. Very last one. No, the very bottom, very, very bottom.
Oh, very, very bottom. Okay.
Yeah. I just put it in there.
Okay.
Is it the one I think it is?
No, probably not. This dumb bitch, and this is something that happened in California this week, and I just want to address it because there's probably people out there who are as dumb as this bitch.
Gavin.
Go ahead.
Newsom just.
I'm gonna have to let me refresh real quick because it keeps wanting to.
I'm gonna say this right now.
Into
No matter how this
legislation to
turns out,
ban
I hope
the masked
worst.
agents in California. Yeah, this guy's not backing down from Donald Trump and his bullshit. ICE agents are not going to be allowed to be wearing their masks
Never watched an
anymore. It'll
episode
be
of
against the law in the state of California.
Okay.
And there's a lot of
I
it.
just
Never
I
watched
can't
a
stop
single
looking at that
fucking episode.
the buck teeth she's got, dude.
Well,
Yeah.
except for one thing, again, it's the whole thing about the supremacy clause. 1, 2, a state can't dictate to the federal government what their agents do.
That's
So you can
exactly.
pass. This is all performative by Newsom because it's not going to do shit. Because the federal government goes and looks at California, going, "Oh, that's so cute." We're not.
That's
changing
another
that.
thing about Newsom.
Hold on.
Shit up. with
That's you're saying exactly what I wanted to say. I just wanted you to play the video so I could say dumb bitches like this. Yes, this holds no water. It's absolutely useless. If anybody fucking thought that this had any power, it's so lame and
It's like
stupid.
when Elmo got like his
Dumb
first,
bitch.
like, Twitter account, and he was like, "Oh wow, a lot of my followers need lithium." Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way about your body. Elmo's sad now.
Yeah. This is so lame. But anyway, this I've heard this from multiple people here in California. They're putting out these TikToks and they don't get a damn thing about how the division of the power works. They don't have to. If ICE agents come into this state with masks on and the fucking authorities of this state try to interfere with them, they would be the ones arrested. They would literally be breaking federal law, and FBI could come and arrest every single cop that tried to lay a hand on a fucking ICE agent. You don't get to fucking sit there and say our law oversees your law when it comes to a federal jurisdiction like this. It's the stupidest thing, and only the left is retarded enough to buy this crap.
Yeah, don't touch a
So-
federal agent.
It's again, it's all performative by Newsom. Because Newsom
is.
knows it just will hold no. This doesn't have any.
Yeah, no legs.
But for
would
him,
never
for his
pass.
right, but for him, for his presidential run and make him the owning Donald Trump and owning the federal government, this is performative. It's going to hold no weight. It holds no power.
But the thing is like I said, if he thinks this is how I'm gonna own Trump, he's taking loss after loss to me, because like you said, this isn't gonna, it holds no water, it's absolutely useless. So it's a loss when you put forward a bill that has no teeth and has no power. You're taking losses. It's the same thing with this. I'm gonna find Californians for their speech.
When was the last time you went into your closet and prayed?
I don't pray.
Yeah.
I don't pray.
They're trying to bring like Stephen King shit into like a modern. That book was written in the 70s. You know what I mean? Like all the things they're trying to attribute of like Stephen King values are actually pretty conservative left-wing values. Like read what's his vampire book?
Stephen King?
Yeah. It's one of the
remember
best
having one.
vampire stories ever. Salem's Lot. Lot would be a great example. Watch no movie adaptation. Read the book. It is a wonderful adaptation of how evil can corrupt a small town. That's the most horrifying thing about it.
I don't think anyone's reading Stephen King at this particular moment. I think that's his big gripe.
I'm saying if you must, if you know, I guess I don't know, the president came on the television and said, no matter what you do, please don't read Stephen King, and you're inclined to like read Stephen King anyway because you're retarded. I'm just saying these would be the books that I would tell you to read. But I'm not advocating for you to like not read Stephen King when the president called him retard.
Stephen King is a retard. I've been so over it. The old stuff is really good. I think most of his new stuff is absolute shit. And like I said, his TDS has taken over completely. Stephen King's just lost the plot. You know, but he's rich. He doesn't have to worry.
I believe that a lot of my friends across the pond said "stupid gay homo dork." That's stupid
He
gay
is.
dork is
Good descriptors for him.
Yep.
All right, let's do the memes and let's get you guys out of here.
This won't hurt my twins. 43 years.
43 years later.
That's something that I always said, like add on to their Twitter. It's like, why do you sound like a midget?
They actually have. I have multiple. These memes are pretty funny. Good meme template. All right. Here's the other one.
This one's from
Toasty.
Yeah, Toasty.
Yeah, Toasty.
Oh, I
posted
thought
this
it was
one.
going to be a Team Rocket thing.
Maybe 23 years later, exactly.
Actually, you want to know? He strikes me more as a mother that drank a lot of wine when she was pregnant.
Oh, there be wine moms.
No, there's no way that I can't wish that this guy was not like beaten by his mother. I want somebody. I hate Harry. I hate him. I want somebody to slap.
I do too. He is probably him and the blonde one. I can't remember his name. Both those guys are fucking.
Oh no, his friend Chris, who can't. I get more likes than Chris does. Where he's just like the dude who's got the same haircut as the dad and Casper. It was like, there's no way my house is lauded, and you're like, "Fuck you, Dad from Casper."
Why do men have two heads but don't use either one?
Same reason y'all women got four lips and can't keep them closed.
No.
Bug's my favorite. Always. He's like, no.
All right.
Bug, how do you feel about retards giving you back shots?
I'm not.
Yeah, we'll show that one.
I'm not very comfortable anymore with it.
Okay. Oh, music. Yeah. Oh yeah. And she's not bad, but why?
You know, she's thick.
You can't have nothing, bro.
Brother's pissed.
Could be.
She looked good thick.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
she looked good thick.
I'm telling you right now, she's already starting out with like 5,000 in debt, right? Like, and I want to hear that the less. I would rather hear that like you're paying it off to like an institution, like, oh, you owe $5,000, who to? Well, then she took my ankle bracelet off. It's to the state. No, I don't want to sit there as you give money to the fucking state. I don't give a fuck how much your ass jiggles.
Thailand has they don't get subtlety, I guess, or either that or they just don't give a fuck. So these are plus size women's stores in Thailand. That girl. That girl.
Love calories.
Calories. Moo moo. High fat. Fat cat.
Oh, this is great.
I just love it. They just straight fat. They just straight fat girl clothes right here.
They just shame them. They're like, no.
You come in our store now.
Well, look in the back. Linda plus plus, and Waller Rat plus.
That's awesome. That's all great.
I just like so like there's stores like Godiva and like like these really old like chocolatiers, and like you had to tell like this prissy like gay like Frenchman and was like, oh, there might be a fat woman stopping off in here.
Nice.
I like that. Like, if you just say store, I'm gonna open a store for plus size girls. I'm gonna call it "You're a fat bitch." It's like,
yeah, but I'm saying like those old vampire gay guys, like those ones like really holding down the shop, and they're like, oh my god, it's good to see that you fasted from sugar. that did wonders for you. Was that like you get these white bitches like was that disrespect? And we're like, no, it looks wonderful and you should wear it again.
But I am French. It's fine.
Yeah.
I believe that was the last one.
Look at the writing on the wall.
So let's go around the horn. Tell everybody where they can find you this week, what you're going to be up to, and we'll get out of here. Start off down there with Drunken Emerald there. What you got coming up this week?
Okay, well, Friday we have the weekly Rogues Gallery over on Iron Stream at 5:35 p.m. PST. Then Saturday morning at 8:30 a.m. PST is over on Sammy's channel for Cavecast, and he'll be able to tell us, everyone, what we are going to be covering for episode 20.
Ra's al Ghul for
there
the
we go.
20th episode.
And then at 7 p.m. PST, Duke Devil 95 will be joining us, and we are going to be ranking the main cast of all pre-2009 Star Trek TV show main cast. So that's Star Trek. I don't call it TOS because it's Star Trek. And then you have Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and then Enterprise.
Nice.
And on Tuesday at 6 p.m. PST, back on my channel, is Nerds Covering the News. And then back here for a sandwich.
Nice. Bug, what do you got going on this week? Where can people find you?
Yeah, I'm Bug. I cover a lot of stuff with superheroes as my main bread and butter. I'm usually on Twitter and YouTube doing my own stuff. On other shows, I'm on, like Pregame, Sandwich, Ballbusters, Mellow Monday, some stuff with like in other news and Sammy, maybe a Cavecast here or there. For stuff I have planned this week, beyond those panels, I have some game streams. I'm going to be playing more of Web of Shadows because, I want to do more of that.
Oh,
and
nice.
I got a couple of reviews in the works. I have to, I got to review Marvel Zombies, so I have to get that recorded. 2 hours of my life gone.
You don't have to.
I already did the stream where I live reacted to it, so I'm kind of contractually obligated to make a video.
I'm just saying this because I like you as a person. Right? You don't have.
Yes, Cloud. I am also taking back shots from a fucking retard. Thank you.
Yeah, you already said you're watching Marvel Zombies. You don't have to watch Marvel Zombies.
No,
The
Sammy.
thing is, I already did it.
That's when the back shots are happening. It's when he's watching Marvel Zombies.
Honestly, I would take the back shots from Leatherface and go through that again.
Hey, you know what? I love you as a human being. Stop saying when you're gonna take back shots. We're talking about Marvel now. But yes, I would like the zombies to be more zombie-like, and I really didn't need to know that Captain Marvel was like the most powerful zombie. Like fuck you. Like I kind of figured that out on my own.
Yeah,
all of this is retarded, but like you don't, like
I know I don't technically have to do it, but it's like
how much Tylenol have you had tonight?
Dude, I'm too cheap for that. I buy that. I buy that like equate shit you get at Walmart, dude.
Box.
Tylenol, that's name brand. I mean, who can afford that shit? You got it's equate time, right?
God knows I can't.
Sammy, what do you got coming up? What do you got going on? And where can people find you?
Well, as long as he's not like using Zeppelo blogs. Otherwise, I want white women to take accountability for all their crimes against humanity. And the 19th Amendment was it was a huge mistake. We should get away from that.
Are you falling asleep?
Oh, I'm on camera. Either way.
Yeah.
Oh, and the camera on.
Oh, it's still live?
Wishful thinking. I was like, the 19th Amendment's a mistake. We should like get away from that. And we're like, what's that?
What's happening?
Wow.
What in the Frederick Douglass is going on in here?
Stevie Wonder wrote beautiful songs, but he was blind. He couldn't see. Imagining a world where women can't vote is
check out Cavecast.
yeah, my bad. Check that out. And I also called it other news. But like women not being allowed to vote, like check that out too. So bad.
Wow.
Yep. Moving
on. Dre, what do you got going on this week? Where can people find you?
First of all, thank you for having me today. Really appreciate being on. As Emerald just dropped in the chat, that's my link tree. Everyone can follow me on Twitter at TheBrood00. Check out my comic book website, bpcomics.io. Definitely check that out. That's how I pay my bills. So yeah, absolutely check it out. Check out my book, all that great stuff. Also, I also run YouTube as well. Brutal Playing Comics YouTube channel. Definitely check it out for videos when I drop. Usually, anything that's on the pulse of comic and or film news is usually when I'm dropping my videos. Or we also do promotions for other independent comic book creators. I do a lot of interviews with independent comic book creators, and it's really, really great. Called the Indie Corner. Definitely check those out. It's a whole mess load of fun. So shout out to everybody in the chat and everybody for welcoming me. It was been really, really cool. I'll definitely want to do this again sometime. So this is awesome. Thank you.
You're always welcome back, man. As far as myself, I will be on the pub Friday going into Saturday. And you can check me out on anybody's channel I end up on. I sometimes go on Nerds Doing the News. Sometimes I'm on in other news. It just look around, you'll find me.
Black doing a comic book.
What?
You're about 2 minutes behind there, Sammy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sammy needs to go to bed. So we're out of here. Thank you to my panelists. Thank you to my panelists. Thank you to my guests. The women should stop voting at this particular moment in time.
I'll go to bed. If that's the price of hearing you fucking no talent bitches riff for like the next 2 minutes, I'll go to sleep. Okay.
Thank you to the chat for coming, hanging out with us. And remember, don't trust women. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.